Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to Lithium. This, as you probably gathered from the little opening that's going on in the background, is a Doom mod. But it is not your standard Doom mod. That said, I've not really played that many standard Doom mods, like things like Beautiful Doom and things like that. This is kind of like a cyberpunk-esque mod. It's got like RPG elements to it with the level ups and the upgrade paths and things like that, but well, she'll see all that when we get into the game. This, by the way, is running a WAD called, was it Doom 2 as it did, or something like that. So yeah, I've not actually played all the way through it, so this should be interesting. Hopefully it is a tad better than the final Doom thing that I played with the, was it the Baron? Hearts of Demons Baron. Anyway, let us get into the game, shall we? There are two classes that we can play. Despite the fact that I said in the last They Are Billions video, oh, what class would you like to see me play? I'm recording this literally 1 hour after recording that. So I'm just going to pick myself. Now, I sent a message to my ex yesterday, who watches these videos, and asked her, I shall find the message. I really put a lot of ellipses in my things. Ah, here we go, yes. Without a context, so you won't know what I'm on about, but Marine or Cyber Mage. And she said, nice. That doesn't help. But the closest thing to that would be the Marine, in terms of alphabetical anyway, because M comes before N, and Cyber Mage is about like 15 letters away from it. So we're going to be playing as the Marine first. I will go through with the Cyber Mage eventually. Who's actually my favourite class, but, well, we'll play Marine first. Stan Blazkowicz. Yes, apparently this person is a direct descendant of BJ from Wolfenstein. I'm also going to be playing on Hurt Me Plenty instead of Ultra Violence. This mod is actually quite difficult at times, so yeah, you'll have to forgive me for turning down the difficulty a bit. Alright, in-game. This, I should probably have mentioned this before. This is literally just a introduction to Lithium. This is not going to be any gameplay here, so this will be a very short video and will be uploaded alongside the first gameplay video. But this, if we hit I, which is what its default binding, is our cyber interface, I believe it's called. So we've got all these different upgrades we can get, some of which we already have acquired. So for example, we got a heads-up display. We can actually turn that off, so we can't see any of our HUD. We have no HUD, but at the same time, we do get some extra score by turning that off. I'm not going to do that. The jet booster lets you press the run key while in the air to fly for a short time. Jet boosters built into your boots. Turning that off will again allow me to get extra score. But again, I will not be doing that. We've got the reflex wetware, which allows us to move quicker, easier, more efficiently, and double jump. So that's quite useful. The zoom one, which is basically self-explanatory. We just zoom in and out using the zoom keys. I don't think I even have those bound, so you know, I could probably turn it off, but it doesn't actually take any power or anything, which I'll explain in a moment. And we've got the vital scanner, which means we can see how much health they have. A set of nanobots are deployed to get vitality information on targets you aim at. Apparently, that's the explanation behind it. Disabling says Z or Z if you're English. which I believe is meant to be power. It's just the way the font's written. That 2 looks like a Z. Whatever. Anyway, we start off with the OMFD spec. Nodea 541 basic CPU, which is sort of just stuck in our head apparently, because we're a cyborg of some description. I like JC Denton from what's it called, Deus Ex. We can get up to, or we can use up to 10 power. We are currently using 8 of it, so yeah, we need to keep an eye on that. We can get upgrades to this. I think we can get up to like 30 or 40. Well, at least that's the next upgrade. I don't know how much higher you can go after that. Apparently it's got quite a lot of RAM. In fact, I'm not even sure what TIB is. I mean, I know what TB is. In fact, I will look that up, because seeing so we're not doing any gameplay in this, I might as well kill as much time as possible. TIB. That's a tebibyte. How big is that? I have no idea. It's just, oh no. So it's 1024. Then with a little 4 above it. GI bits. Oh, whatever. I don't care. We also have a level up screen here. So as we level up, we can put points into accuracy to improve our weapon damage, defense to improve how much of damage our armor blocks, strength to increase our maximum health, vitality to improve the efficiency of like medkits and stim packs, stamina to increase our health regen, apparently, luck to give us a, presumably, it just says random chance, but I presume it's a random chance of dealing additional damage or double damage or something like that. And rage, damage buff when you are hit. I have never used rage. I've not really invested in luck ever. I mainly invest in accuracy, defense, and stamina. But we'll see how we go. We could also buy things. So we get the chain fist, which replaces the chainsaw, and it's or the charge fist, sorry. Not chain fist. It's a Terminator item. I don't like the charge fist, really. But, oh well. Revolver. Really good gun, I've discovered. I was playing Plutonia, something. And the first thing I brought was a revolver, because this particular mod pack does not drop items that frequently, and Plutonia does not drop weapons that frequently either, so I kind of needed an extra gun. Laser shotgun, pretty good when you are dealing with lots of weak enemies, because it, well, as it says, it pierces. Sniper rifle, pretty good against higher level enemies, I think. I've never actually brought it, I'm just going off of what a sniper rifle is normally used for in games. And missile launcher, well, that's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? Plasma diffuser, that's the Doom plasma rifle, I believe. We get a different type of plasma weapon later on in the game. That's our sort of like our standard one. We can also buy the auto map. I don't know why we would ever do that. CB goggles or light amps and the rad suit. So if we're in a bind, we can purchase a rad suit or some goggles. There is no point though. This mod has a ton of lore behind it. I mean, it is full of it. I am not going to have time to go through all of it. I mean, look at all this. Look at it. This is just... Jesus. There's so much stuff. I don't know if this is like all the Doom from the Doom wiki or something, but... Phantom? Oh, yes. There are mini-bosses in this mod, and phantoms are the mini-bosses. They sometimes will replace the spider demon or the spider mastermind. They are tyrant class, and they are actually of higher level threat than the icon of sin. And the archvile is also a tyrant, apparently. I don't know what it means by tyrant. It's presumably because they tend to boss other people around. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot of information there. Upgrades, you can read lore on that as well. I mean, if I went through all this, I could make a freaking novel, I'm telling you. Places. I've not unlocked any of these other ones yet, but apparently we could read about what Earth is. Oh, no. The year is 1649 New Era. After an event that almost led to an apocalypse in 3031 CE, humanity collectively decided to mark a new era dedicated to progressing travel and communications across the galaxy. Earth has stayed largely the same as it was in the Common Era, thanks to advances in science. By 1000 New Era, most of the population on Earth had moved to other inhabitable planets, but still a large population remains on the blue planet. Instead of all the humans just killing each other off because of different ideologies and all that. Which is probably what's going to happen to the actual human race, but what can I say? So these are the factions, right? Yeah, companies. The Kasami Sensu Kengu Kaihatsu GK? I apologize for that horrible butchering. They, I think, are the people that the Cyber Mage work for. I think. I'm not sure. These are the people we work for. The Optic Fiber Maximum Daniel. Or Maxim Daniel, yes. Originally, this company produced optic fiber cables. Well, that's probably where they got their name from. And now they're conducting a seek and destroy operation in concert with militaries of Earth on all demonic threats. For now, they are our employers. Supply you with score, weaponry, and cyber tech. Woo! Right, okay. What else we got? Mail, log, and statistics. We also get emails occasionally. This, well, it will kind of become relevant later in the sense that it will provide us with little bits of information here and there. Now, I'm not going to read all this out because it is quite long, but I shall basically sum it up. They have sent us a crate of weapons, but they've kind of lost them somewhere along the way. They've also lost quite a few people in this little expedition. So we have a pistol and a combat knife, which is what we start with. Then we will find a shotgun, which fires almost like a railgun style plasma shot, but it can be upgraded to a railgun. It also has unlimited ammo until you upgrade it to the railgun. A assault rifle, which has a grenade launcher attachment on it, and you can also upgrade it with a sniper, a burst fire mode. They call it a sniper, I call it burst fire. A grenade launcher, which can also fire rockets. Yes, unfortunately, due to its weight, we were not able to get it in any convenient location. Oh well, we'll find it, I'm sure. The plasma rifle, which, well, let's just say it can go through a cyber demon in about 4 to 5 seconds flat. But it also goes through ammo in about 3 to 4 seconds flat. So, yeah. And the Omega Cannon, which, do you remember the cannon from Serious Sam? It's basically like that. Which seems a bit silly, but whatever. And a assault bracelet. I've never found it. Unless that means the charge fist. That's what that means. There is actually one on this level, so we'll find that shortly. You will be able to purchase weapons you have designated in your words as must-have in the shop, and that they may not be as effective as you think because they cannot be upgraded. Good luck, Blazkowicz. Right. I do believe. Yeah, that's just the log. That's all our stats. And yeah, that's about that. So that is basically the explanation of what this is. And you can also sort of change that. But yeah, that's just basically a description of what this is. So give me a moment and I shall be back with some actual gameplay.